Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one's another breakdown. This time a 51 Kylo Ren kill streak on Naboo. I really wanted to show you this kill streak, guys, mostly not because the gameplay was actually that fantastic, because in my own mind I don't think I actually played overly well in this gameplay. I actually made quite a lot of mistakes, which you'll definitely see as it continues. But this is mostly just to show you guys, even if you're not playing your best and you make some mistakes, that you can still recover from them and go on a decent run. So that's mostly what this is to show you guys. So we started off quite well already, actually. Had a few early kills. This guy's been a bit pesky. Obviously, it's good to play with those out of bounds areas, but you've always got to be wary of that timer. Like I've mentioned it before, but in maps such as Naboo, which is very sectional, you kind of want to be clearing one section of the map and then you move on to the next section, and then you start looking for enemies in the next section. You sort of divide the map up in that way a little bit. I've already taken a bit of damage here, so I've got to be careful. Naboo is a great map for getting streaks with, obviously. It's probably one of the best maps in the whole game for that. Especially that last phase, if you can survive till the last phase. Which is what I covered in the Vader breakdown. So I'm doing the same sort of thing here. Obviously you always got to be wary of heroes, like we could see one here. That poor Obi-Wan just got absolutely annihilated. But yeah, like I said, I've said it in the past and numerous times, you don't want to be going after heroes or spending too much time worrying about them or anything, but obviously if they're low on health or they're a bit of a threat to you, you've got to at least keep them honest, which is what I was trying to do with that Obi-Wan. You notice quite a lot what I'm doing with Kylo is jumping and swinging. I do that quite a lot, as you can see here. Something that I do with quite a few heroes. The smaller heroes like Vader and Grievous, it's not so important, but for Dooku, Maul and Kylo especially, it's definitely a useful tactic to use. And again, we wanted to be real careful with this Lando because he can stun you, and I think it was a bit of a bug that happened just then, that during my frenzy I didn't actually get stunned like I probably should have. So I got a bit lucky there. We're doing the same thing we always do, which is swapping sides of the map, checking for enemies, keeping your movements unpredictable, all that stuff that I've reiterated quite a few times by now. Again, playing with that out of bounds area, but not trying to overextend too much. That's where the frenzy is great against those reinforcements. And I can see a couple here that have got the ion disruptor, which makes it easier for them to be spotted and killed, obviously. But it's also, you're actually playing the objective at the same time, right? Because you keep giving yourself the maximum amount of tickets possible for the next phase, which on Naboo especially is something that you need to be wary of at all times. You need as many tickets as you can to push that second and third phase. Which you'll see a bit later on. The team we were up against actually defended both the second and third phases very, very well. So we found it really hard to push through. Now that's one thing to keep in mind with the ATRTs, is that Kylo's frenzy will not lock onto them. So the only way you're going to take them out is by a normal swing. And he just ran away, so I just let him go because there's no point chasing him all the way to the back of the map. That's just... I didn't mean to actually go after Obi-Wan with that frenzy, but it locked onto him anyway. Again, I'm doing the map in sections, looking mostly for the people that are around these objectives. And I don't want anything to do with that ATRT when it's looking at me, because you can't block it, and it's actually chasing me a bit, so I made a bit of a mistake here to stay pretty much in a straight line as I was running away, which made it easy for him to actually keep peppering me. So it cost me a bit of health there, but at this stage it was nothing too serious. But I can hear him charging up behind me, so I've got to be really wary here. Luckily the teammates took it out, which was nice. So yeah, that didn't really cost me too much in the health department just yet, but something to always be aware of. Vehicles can be your biggest threat because you can't block the majority of their weaponry. And this is where I made the big mistake. So I can't really explain what really happened there. I tried to do the pull in midair and it didn't work. It waited till I was on the ground, and then in that case, after I'd taken on some damage already, I should have just bailed. Activating Frenzy was a bad idea because there were multiple enemies in the vicinity that were not one-hit characters. So what that actually meant, and again I'm lucky to actually escape here with a little bit of health left. So what that actually meant before was when I was activating Frenzy, it was jumping between characters, but they could still shoot at me because they weren't going to lose all their health. That just cost me literally all of my health. I think I got down to about 15 health at one point there. So, and because of that, I've now got to play a lot more passively in this next phase because I'm down low on health. I get a couple of nice kills here. That's another thing to keep in mind with Kylo's Frenzy at the moment. It's currently slightly bugged. Occasionally, as you activate it, it will send Kylo flying straight up in the air, and then when you land back on the ground it won't lock on to anyone again, which is quite an annoying bug. Like when you pull someone and they don't actually get pulled, that's quite an annoying bug too. But we soldier on. We're just going between two sides, looking for openings, checking where their heroes are, and seeing which one we can push. I knew there was a hero right around the corner here, so I just tried to get the jump on him a little bit. And I've got to be real careful here with my abilities, especially that Frenzy. Like I said, the lock-on can be a blessing and a curse. When you're low on health like this, got lucky to get away with that one actually. Got a couple of nice kills there, got a little bit of health back. Now we're starting to cap this one, so I'm just going to try and protect it. Make sure no one's flanking around from behind to take it out. Get two nice kills there, but then I've lost all my health again. So all that health that I'd just gotten back is all gone again. So it's another mistake that I made. It was the Frenzy that's... I think that's probably my biggest mistake when I'm playing with Kylo sometimes, is that I'm overly reliant on the Frenzy because it's an easier way to get a kill than trying to actually plan a swing on someone. That can lead to your downfall more often than not, and it has led to my downfall in the past numerous times. So you've got to be really careful about when you use it. We're starting to slowly get a little bit of health back here. We're on about 40 kills at this stage, so we're looking okay. There's a couple of easy enemies to take out here, so we want to get rid of them. I don't even know how it actually locked onto that heavy, but that's when the Frenzy can be really good. But now they've got 3 heroes bunched around that doorway, so I'm just going to see what they want to do. But I managed to take out this Leia because I don't know what she was thinking, because that's a terrible place for Leia to put her shield. So that's just an FYI if you ever want to play Leia on this map. Don't put your shield there. Now we're just going side to side looking for enemies that I can easily pick off, you know, one-on-ones against troopers or 2-on-1s against troopers that I should be able to take out with the Frenzy. And always being aware of where their heroes are. Another slight mistake there. It took me about 3 seconds in my brain to register that it was explosive damage. Again, that was a little risky using the frenzy there, but we luckily managed to get away from that. And now I can see a lot of enemies there, so I'm not going to push that until Grievous charges in with his... But then I make another mistake here. I'm just madly swinging, and then I get pushed. Luckily escaped with most of my health intact, but I know that I got to be real careful of those ragdoll abilities. You know what a lot of Anakin players are like. Luckily managed to get rid of him. But there's too many on that side of the door and they know I'm there, so I'm going to move around, try and look for an opening elsewhere. Not much is really happening because they're defending this quite well. So we still had plenty of tickets left, so I just wanted to try and be patient. I knew that we had plenty of tickets left. I had some good teammates behind me, and then I made another mistake of not seeing Yoda. And then boom, there goes all my health again for about the 4th time. I don't think most of those hits from Yoda probably shouldn't have registered, because the hit detection's not too good at the moment. And there's that frenzy bug that I was talking about earlier. But I've just hit 50, which is kind of the goal I set for myself when I started the run. I just got to be real careful when I want to look for an opening. And they are defending it really, really well. So it's going to be hard to actually find an opening. But we're just swapping sides as much as possible. As you can see, you can actually traverse that gap between the two staircases by a jump swing, which is really handy to know. Got a nice deflection kill there, and I think that was the last kill I actually get in this gameplay. Again, I'm still just looking for an opening. I'm just swapping sides as much as I can. And I kind of wasted the freeze there. Now I'm really, really, really low on health. Luckily there was a BB9 that was giving me a little bit of health back. But we're still trying to push the objective and not really getting too far. And there's the frenzy bug again. So again, you've got to be real careful about what situations you use that frenzy. And something I always still struggle with, but you've got to try and train yourself not to be too reliant on it. And I'm about to die here, so I think that'll do for the commentary, so you can enjoy my little death here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you got something out of this, and have a good one, everyone. Peace.